Hi, Mr. Michlig here, College Career and Experiential Learning Coordinator for the Muskego Norway School District. I'm here working with our counselors today to bring you a chat with your counselor session for our virtual career fair. Mr. Smith is here with me on my left, and Ms. Fleischmann is here with me on my right. And we're going to talk to you about some of the opportunities that are out there at Muskego High School that can help prepare you for your future. You can do certain things that will earn you college credits, credentials, and certifications while you are still in high school. We have lots of different options, including advanced placement opportunities. Ms. Fleischmann, would you tell us more about this?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jim, for that introduction. So at Muskego High School, we have a variety of AP courses. That is an opportunity for our students to take college-level courses while in high school. This gives students a chance to experience the rigor of college coursework and give them an idea of how successful they'll be with that college coursework. At the end of each year, students have an opportunity in May to take what's called the AP exam. If they get a qualifying score on this exam, they could potentially earn college credit.
So, Ms. Fleischmann, our students come to school, and during third period, they might have an AP exam. And they have a college-level course located at Muskego High School. Then they pass that test at the end of the year, and now they have credit. Can you tell us a little bit more about how this credit would transfer into secondary education?
Yeah, so there's a few parts with earning AP college credit. .org/AP has what's called a credit policy search. Students can go directly on the College Board website, put in the subject area they are taking, for example, AP Environmental Science, and a college they are looking at. Then it will tell them what qualifying score they need to earn that college credit and how that credit transfers, which is really important information to know as well.
As Ms. Fleischmann just talked about, it is a little bit of a process to get those credits through the AP courses offered at Muskego High School. Know that our counselors are here to work with you and navigate that process, and our staff as well. But the AP is not the only way that you can gain college credits. Ms. Fleischmann, can you tell us about other options that exist?
Absolutely. So besides AP exams and earning credit through those exams, we also have what's called the CLEP program. The CLEP program has been around for a long time, but only in recent years was Muskego High School approved as a testing site for CLEP exams. So students can take them right in our building without having to go somewhere else off-site and pay a fee. CLEP exams can be taken year-round, unlike AP exams, and they are offered in 33 different subject areas. They're a little bit different from AP exams too because they are 90-minute computer-based programs. So students would take this exam in one of our computer labs that is set up especially for CLEP testing. Students can find more information about what subjects offer CLEP testing. For example, our business program, BMIT, Exploring World of Business, Accounting, Business Law. These are all courses where the content directly relates to a CLEP exam, and they aren't AP advanced placement courses. So it's another chance for students to take courses at Muskego High School and earn the college credit. Students should go on our high school website under the Academics tab to go onto our CLEP page to see a short presentation about CLEP and the program, and also there's a sign up for a CLEP exam right at the high school.
Will you and our other counselors always be there to answer questions and help our students navigate that CLEP process?
Oh, absolutely. We love to have those conversations with students about different opportunities to earn additional college credits.
And this is very important, and we're talking a lot about different opportunities while at Muskego High School to gain college-level credits. And later in our presentation, we'll bring in an individual to talk about the financial responsibilities that are there and why we have these opportunities here for you and our students. Mr. Smith, what other opportunities are there for earning college credit or taking college-level courses while still at Muskego High School?
There is an opportunity called Start College Now, which juniors and seniors can take courses in the Wisconsin technical system, like WCTC or MATC. So our students can take these courses for high school credit and college credit at the same time. It's virtually little to no cost to the students, and they can get a big time jump start on a technical diploma or certificate.
As we continue to talk about these opportunities that are available to you through Muskego High School, we thought, what better way to start to bring the industry professionals directly to you to have the conversations. So I want to introduce my good friend, Mr. Mancheski, who works with WCTC. And Mr. Smith is going to field Mr. Mancheski some questions about what Start College Now and what those programs look like to you while you're still in high school. Mr. Smith.
So, Mr. Mancheski, why would a student participate in Start College Now?
Well, good morning, everybody. So Start College Now it's a statewide program that allows students to take college classes through the technical college system while they're a junior or senior in high school. So if a student has identified a career and educational path that they want to take for after high school, Start College Now is a great way for the student to be able to get a jump start on it before they've even graduated from high school. And one of the cool things is as long as they have good grades, good attendance, good behavior, all those things, the coursework is typically paid for by the school district. So it's kind of a win-win-win where the student gets that jump start, and then they get help with the tuition cost side of things because it's included with their local school district.
So what does this process of getting involved in Start College Now look like for each student?
Sure. So it's going to vary a little bit, but I would say as a baseline, one of the things we're looking at is that the student has done some exploration so that they have some ideas about what they want to do for a career after high school, and they've kind of identified a pathway that they want to take. So Start College Now is specifically, that I'm thinking about going into a career through technical college education. I always recommend to the students that one of the first people that they have a conversation with is their high school counselor, and kind of get just sort of a big picture idea of with what remaining requirements they still have at high school that Start College Now could potentially make sense for and would dovetail with the things that they still have to do at their high school as either a junior or a senior. Start College Now does give the student a lot of flexibility in terms of how many classes they want to take in a semester. But the big thing, like you're mentioning, Mr. Smith, in your question is, hey, what do I have to do? So a preliminary conversation with the counselor makes a lot of sense. The counselor kind of gives a, sort of just an informal kind of thumbs up, like, I think this could work for you. There's an actual application that the student does complete. They will have to list courses that they want to take in a given semester. And they have to submit that paperwork. And it varies a little bit from school district to school district, but in general, March 1st and October 1st are big dates for the calendar that the student wants to keep in mind. So if a student's going to do Start College Now, let's say this coming fall semester, the paperwork is typically due by March 1st of that year in preparation for a fall, like a September start that same year. And then October 1st is the due date for the then subsequent spring that's coming. So again, as an example, in the time we're in right now, today is March 5th. Students that want to start college now this coming fall, ideally they would have had their paperwork in this past March 1st a few days ago. Folks that are shooting for the coming spring of 22, they'd have that paperwork into their counselor by no later than October 1st. And we do have folks that on the college side, if you will, they can consult with the students on what classes to request permission for and so forth. So we have people that will help the students with figuring out what classes they want to take.
Right, and certainly these conversations with students start with the school counselors that we have at Muskego High School. And I appreciate you saying how there's staff at WCTC, for instance, that make themselves available, much like you do being a career coach. And I want to touch on that in just 1 second. But first, if we could spend some time talking about what the dual enrollment program is for students at WCTC, because this is also an additional opportunity for students to earn technical college credit.
Yeah, so and it, Mr. Smith, to be candid too, there does seem to be a little bit of confusion once in a while between the two programs. So I'm glad we're hitting on both. Now, Dual Enrollment Academy, so that's the formal name of this other program you're referring to. Dual Enrollment Academy is something that WCTC does. I do believe there are a few other technical colleges throughout the state that have something similar. They might have a slightly different name. But Dual Enrollment Academy is more of a structured program that the student does, typically seniors. We do see some select juniors do Dual Enrollment Academy. One of the main differences between the two is this. Dual Enrollment Academy is going to be focused in specific career areas. So when it comes to Dual Enrollment Academy, if the student is looking at doing something specifically, and I made some notes here in for myself, there's an automation track, construction trades, fire/EMT, information technology or IT, early childhood education, tool and die, and welding. If a student is looking at going into one of those specific areas, Dual Enrollment Academy really gives you a lot of bang for your buck. Now, it is typically Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to noon. So again, we're talking a little about the school counselor's role here. If a student is going to do Dual Enrollment Academy, the counselor coordinating a little bit here is really critical, because if the student is going to have some high school courses that they're still doing while they do a Dual Enrollment Academy program, we have to make sure it's coordinated. I mean, let's be frank here. The student can't be in two places at one time, right? So with Dual Enrollment Academy, they're actually at WCTC Monday through Friday, 8 to noon, and then they might go back to their high school in the afternoon, and they would then maybe finish out any remaining required courses they have. With Start College Now, you don't quite have the same structure. So the student is picking the number of classes they're taking in a given semester, and the schedule could fluctuate real wildly. There could be a Start College Now class that, let's say, is Monday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So really their schools, their high school schedule doesn't necessarily conflict with that. Most high schools don't have a 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. class, right? So you do have to make sure that you're not going to have a schedule conflict in that manner. But you do get a lot of bang for your buck. Usually you get a few additional credits. A typical Dual Enrollment Academy program, the student is probably getting some, it varies, but they're going to be looking at somewhere in the ballpark of maybe 18 to 22 credits. They typically get a certificate, a certification, or a diploma as a part of the program. When a student does Start College Now, they may not necessarily be getting that certificate or diploma, although the credits are typically going towards a diploma or an associate's degree. Same thing on Dual Enrollment Academy side. That certification or diploma can roll into the associate's degree. So, but as I recall correctly, and since we do have two high school counselors there, you, Mr. Smith, and Mrs. Fleischmann, most of the school districts, they're going to cap Start College Now at about 18 credits for a year. Does that sound? I see your head shaking.
Yep,
So
that's correct. 18 credits. That's correct.
Yep. So with Dual Enrollment Academy, you can kind of get more credits. That's going to be covered by the district and WCTC, or if sometimes there's a private funding source that's helping. With Start College Now, you might have a few fewer credits, but you do have the flexibility that you can typically go into just about anything that you want to study. Start College Now doesn't have the limitation of certain tracks. Does that help give you some comparisons there, Mr. Smith?
Yeah, I think it does, exactly. And we encourage all of our students to start these conversations with their school counselors, and we can help them navigate between where their interests might be blossoming or lying between maybe exploring some technical courses through Start College Now, or maybe they have identified an area like building construction trades that they know for a fact they'd like to pursue a diploma or certificate in that area, in which case Dual Enrollment Academy would probably be a better fit, and we can work with them to navigate that process. And we want these conversations to be with us, the school counselors, but like you said, you make yourself available, and many professionals and business partners in the area make themselves available to our students as a resource to also have these conversations about what they might be interested in or exploring as post-secondary options. So you're a career coach for WCTC, and you're a direct partner with Muskego High School. So how can our students take advantage of you being a career coach?
Sure. Well, and so we've been partnering with Muskego for career coaching for several years now. And if there is anybody out there that listens to this and they, I do think we have to take 1 second to say this. They might say, well, what do you mean by a career coach? What does that actually mean kind of in plain English? Well, basically, this is what it is. A career coach is not a recruiter. A career coach is someone that helps a student figure out where they are right now, where they want to go in the future, and how they can get there in terms of a career and an educational pathway. So WCTC and its partnership with Muskego, I am actually available sort of at the disposal of Muskego High School and students every other Thursday throughout the entire school year. So basically from September through May, I've got my calendar blocked off, and I work with students at various ages. It's great to work with juniors and seniors, but I'll tell you what, I really like working a lot with 9th and 10th graders, because to your commentary, Mr. Smith, this is a planning process. So if we can talk with younger students, they do exploration in 9th and 10th grade, boy, by the time they're a junior, they're primed to do these programs, and definitely as a senior. So early conversations can be really helpful. And basically the main thing that a student or family needs to do is contact their school counselor. Hey, I hear you guys have this career coaching program. Mrs. Fleischmann, can my son sign up to meet with the career coach? She can pull up the schedule and get an appointment set right up. We've actually got an electronic scheduler that works pretty well, where the student can even book their appointment out, anywhere from a week or two in advance, even to a few months in advance. I have some students, actually, I've met with a few times to do a couple of career coaching sessions. We might have met in September, then maybe we did a follow-up in December, and then we've got another one booked for March, and they're working on exploratory activities between appointments to get things figured out.
Mr. Mancheski, we really appreciate you taking the time today to talk about these different opportunities and helping our students get a jump start. Whether it's our students that are looking to be certified nurses down the road and they're participating in Star College now to get their CNA program, or it's our students that want to get more refined and get that dual enrollment and get a certification to prepare them for their next steps or careers. These are just great opportunities that are provided through WCTC in partnership with the Muskego Norway School District, as well as having those conversations with a third party such as yourself about next steps. I really appreciate your time today, and we love working and having you in, so looking forward to seeing you in the future. Have a great day, buddy.
Yep. Thanks, Mr. Michlig. You guys all have a great day as well.